Hello everyone and welcome back to the Random Pets LaBARKatory! Where actually, today my friends, we don't have a challenge. I know. Set down your petri dishes and gather around because instead of having a Random Pets Genetics challenge, we actually have a story of Random Pets Genetics born out in the wilds of Evergreen Harbor, the brand new, highly polluted neighborhood where we can send our Sims in eco-living, which I have only just barely dabbled my feet into the dump of and am completely in love with. So if you guys missed it, last night we actually started streaming until my interwebs decided to be naughty with The Sims 4, and we had a really great time exploring eco lifestyles and building a dump for a plant sim, which was oh so much fun. But really looking around that world and looking at all of the gushing toxic waste that was just pouring into the river, all of the trash that was everywhere, the abandoned industrial buildings, I couldn't help but wonder, friends, what would happen if you had a bold, brave young pug who was wandering through those streets, having, adventured a little bit far from home for her afternoon, and what if she decided to eat a toxic treat? Indeed. Don't worry, friends, we're not talking about the kind of toxic treats like chocolate and raisins and whatnot that could actually be really, really bad for dogs. I'm not sure about the raisins thing. I have to double check that. It just popped out of my mouth because maybe I don't like raisins. But I thought, what about this? Instead of our usual challenges, we are going to follow little Lily, named after Lily Pro. Thank you so much for your sweet comments in our previous videos. But Lily is a very stubborn, adventurous, curious hunter of a pug who is always looking for a place to find her next meal. And she has a great house. She's actually really spoiled at her home in Evergreen Harbor. Yeah, her parents are a little busy, Her mom and dad are very busy business people off in the world, and they often forget to lock the back door. So Lily lets herself out more regularly than they know of to wander the streets searching for the best and fast food snacks. And lately, she's become extremely hungry because you see, friends, Lily is expecting puppies! Lily is a pregnant pug wandering around searching for snacks with her happy little adventure bandana on. And that wouldn't normally be such a big problem, except that Lily's family has recently moved to Evergreen Harbor. And you don't really want to eat some of the 2-week-old Chinese food. I mean, if you're a dog, that probably sounds amazing. But not the ones that have been drenched in toxic waste that has been unchecked for a good decade, and it's just been sitting there. That's not something you should really do. That's how you start turning into superheroes or supervillains all on the flip of a coin. For Lily, especially being a pregnant pug, this toxic treat is actually going to do something somewhat amazing. It is going to transform her puppies! So, unbeknownst to her, her roaming around looking for the perfect treat to eat is going to transform her puppies. And we are actually going to transform them into unknown little toxic pups, which hopefully will be pretty fun. But basically, she's about to have some babies, just some random mixed breed babies. Who knows what kind of dogs she's run into whilst she's out and about on her adventures. And we're going to randomize the coloring of those babies until they have at least one bright color. That's the rule. As long as they have at least one bright color to kind of denote their toxic genetic changes, then they're good to go. But I actually think even more than what colors the puppies turn out to be, it's going to be very interesting to see what they're going to look like, because it has been a very long time since we have just straight up randomized everything about a little puppers. So I'll go ahead and show you what we're up to with our very first pup. Lily, she's getting very close to her due date. Her parents have set up a wonderful, beautiful bed and have been cooing over her, fretting over her, taking her to the vet, despairing that they didn't get her fixed before, didn't get her spayed before this happened, but they're going to do their best to take care of everyone now. But they're busy, so they're out of the house. Lily's popped out the back door again. She's found herself a special treat, and it's going to transform her little ones. So let's see what they turn into. All right, this is gonna be fun. Look at at this little one. This is going to be fun because we're going to be dealing with 100% unknown parents this time. We are not going to be selecting a breed. We're not going to be randomizing any of that. We're just going to take the first pup that shows up every time and we're going to run with it. So the first little puppy that she's given birth to is Nick from Nearly Headless Nick. Oh, I love all the comments you guys leave full of great suggestions, and I agree, Nearly Headless Nick. Respect the spots of our mini adventures. And little Nick here is a energetic, active puppy who's very friendly and very vocal, and who is now going to have their coat pattern changed until randomly by rolling the dice of destiny, until at least one of those colors is a bright, vibrant, neon-y shade, because come on, you shouldn't be drinking toxic waste. So let's do this. And don't worry guys, everything else about the puppies, totally healthy. Just they're gonna have a lot of genetic variation between them, because you never know what you're gonna end up with. Who knows what they could have looked like before she ate the toxic treat. But alright, so we're gonna randomize the first one twice. 1, 2. Oh, I really wanted a blue puppy. That would have been so cool. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 says, the dice of destiny have given me the blue puppy. And the dice of destiny say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, this is going to be fun. And then 1, 2, 3 for the last one. 1, 2, 3. Nick! Look at you! You look so cool! Okay, this is going to be awesome, guys. Alright, so we at least have one bright, vibrant color, so we can go ahead and we can leave Lily staring in shock at her little one, but quite pleased. I think she's surprised that she's having puppies more than anything, to have the next one. Look at you! Your eyes are already perfect! Alright guys, this is going to be Flop. So Flop from Flop Lop, which is such a cute name, I'm going to actually name this one Flop Lop because that's adorable. But Flop Lop, I love the idea of a cheetah and a llama. I definitely should try to crossbreed those ones pretty soon. And little Flop Lop is a aggressive, jumpy glutton. So let's see what Flop Lop's going to turn into using the dice of destiny to mix those toxic genes. Going once. Yes! A purple toxic puppy! I am so happy about this. I actually might release these puppies to wander around Evergreen Harbor in our Sims 4 Ecofern adventures that we're currently doing. So keep your eyes out, guys. You may see these toxic puppies wandering around as dogs in our Green Legacy, because I think that would be so much fun. It's just the perfect time to unleash a whole bunch of weird little puppies like this. All right, we're gonna change the next color 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once for right here. And 5 times on the final one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at you, little one. Okay, we have another little toxic puppy. Very happy about that. Let's get the next one in here. Hello. We're getting a lot of little flop ears lately. And this one is actually going to be Iris. Ooh, and mixing a cheetah and a wolf sounds like a great idea, Iris. All right. And Iris is a independent, stubborn, vocal puppy who's gonna have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh. 1, 2. Okay, we just ended up with tiny little bit of yellow on the feet. So Iris was determined not to look that toxic. However, who knows? Perhaps in Iris's little paw prints, little tiny toxic bolts are left behind, because I definitely think that that would be really interesting. Look at you. Like, think about the special effects that all of these little pups could have. What are they going to grow up into being? All of them are going to look different because they all technically have a different parent. So we're going to do another mixed breed. Look at you, little one! And this is going to be Queenie. So Queenie, welcome, welcome. How many of you guys have had a pet named Queenie? Because I feel like that is a pretty common one. Queenie, you know what? You're a toxic puppy. So if you can produce dairy, I'm not going to question it. Queenie is a glutton who can produce dairy and is a bit of a troublemaker. So we do need to keep our eyes out. And let's go ahead. Dice of Destiny have given us the new numbers to change the color. 1, 2. Another purple puppy! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, purple and blue. Queenie, you are the queen. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Queenie! You perfect pup. Queenie, I think, is absolutely taking the cake for being the most toxic pup that we have. Who knows what kind of special things she can do. I'm a little concerned about the fact that she can produce dairy milk. I don't think we would want to take part in any of that. Just saying. Alright, meanwhile, Lily continues to give birth to her extremely shocking pups. We have another absolutely precious, adorable little one who's going to be... Let me pull up the names. This is going to be Oliver! I love that name! And Oliver, I mean, why not? You can produce wool. If your sister can produce dairy, you can produce wool. That's what I get for having some modified, like, custom content in here so that I can have functional cows and sheep. Very interesting life. And also, you are Jumpy and a Sleuth. So let's go ahead and see what your coat colors are going to be due to the Dice of Destiny. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, really freaking adorable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we actually didn't end up with any toxic colors, which means we're gonna roll again. 1, 2. Until we got one! Okay. We'll just redo all of them because we didn't end up with a toxic color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last time I mean, because this bright red definitely works. Then 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, beautiful. Oliver, look at you. Just when I thought Queenie took the cake, you came in and snagged that toxic treat right out of my hand. All right, let's go ahead and the final puppy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, I think we can have a couple more after this. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Look at you. I totally forgot we could have that many puppies because we have one parent missing this time. And this is actually going to be King. So welcome, King. You also can produce dairy. You are a hunter and you are loyal. I'm just not going to question any of those things. And we're going to roll the dice again. Look at King. He looks so different from the other pups. Oh, he's so cute. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. And he's got some little red on him. Oh, look at him, guys. Why are all these puppies so cute? 1, 2. And he's got little pink feet. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is King, friends. I liked some of his colors that we had, but you know what? We're just going to accept what we ended up with. And I totally forgot that we actually can have one more little puppy because we're missing a parent. And it's going to be this one! We have 7 puppies this time! 7 toxic little pups. We're also going to have Charlie! And Charlie, a Corgi and a Great Dane sound like an amazing mix. And Charlie is aggressive, stubborn, and loyal. And let's check out those coat colors due to the toxic lineage. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so re-roll on Charlie. 1, 2, 3, 4. All red! 1, 2. Blue! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And final color. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and there is little Charlie. So there you go, guys. These are the puppies born after Lily the pug ate a toxic treat. I am quite intrigued at how they're all going to turn out. All of them probably are going to look significantly different from one another because, you know, they have multiple fathers this time around. And let's go ahead and see what they're going to turn into. Nick, with your amazing, beautiful blue. Oh, he didn't get very big, you guys. That's really cute. Okay, I didn't expect that, but I should have. So welcome, Dick. Then we've got Flop Lop. Flop Lop, you look like a perfect dumpster dog who has been eating some toxic treats, gotta say. Good family mutt there. Iris. Oh, Iris, you look like a perfect family mutt too. They're all just turning out to be perfect little dumpster dogs, don't you think? Then we've got little Queenie, who looks a lot like Mom or an alien, depending on what you want to think about. Oh my gosh. Okay, Oliver. Oh, Oliver, your eyes turned purple. What the heck? Okay, these definitely look like dogs who are part of some sort of experiment for sure. King, you look amazing. I'm thinking that you got crossbred with a Pomeranian. That's what I'm thinking. Pug and Pomeranian is what we're looking at right there, friends. And finally, Charlie. Wow. Wow. It almost hurts to look at, doesn't it? But alright guys, so there are little toxic pups born from Lily actually snacking from inside the dump, which I don't recommend any of the dogs do. They definitely look like mixed breeds. They definitely, wow. They definitely turned out more interesting than some of the dogs we have been trying to breed for. And I think this was a fun experiment and a good lesson in why you shouldn't let your pugs nibble on toxic treats in Evergreen Harbor. So thank you guys so much for joining me. It's fun to do little random side stories like this now and then. Let me know who you think really took the cake for our toxic puppies this time. If you guys have more ideas for crossbreeds or for simple challenges that we could do as we continue our LaBARKatory skittles, do let me know. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.